The new features in the second July 2022 Design Space update fall into 3 categories: fonts, notifications, and languages. What are those features? My name is Ruth, this is Hanks, Maker Mentor, and I'll walk you through them. Where possible, that will be using screen captures from my Design Space account, but some of these features I have to show you using the Cricut release note images. I'm going to start with notifications and languages since they're quick and languages impacts the font features. They've added new notification types. When someone you follow shares a new project, and when someone shares a project that was inspired by your original public project, you'll get a notification about it. If you want to adjust what notifications you get, you can take care of that in settings. If you prefer to speak or read a language other than English, first, thank you for taking the time and making the effort to watch my videos. Second, Cricut is working on increasing languages you can use with Design Space. Prior to this update, you could choose from 13 languages. This update added 9 additional languages. This can also be changed in settings. Now, all the font-related changes. Design Space has over 700 fonts. Sometimes you're browsing on Design Space and you find one you really like, but it doesn't work for the project you're working on at that moment. If you wanted to be able to search for it later, you used to need a way to remember it. I was keeping a list on my phone. Not anymore though. They've added the ability to bookmark fonts. You can click on the little flag icon on the right. It will be green if you've already marked it as a favorite. When you're changing your font, you have 3 categories to choose from: Cricut, System, and Bookmarks. Bookmarks arranges System and Cricut fonts that you've marked as favorites alphabetically. This is my favorite new feature from this update because it will save me a bunch of time. A quick note, System fonts will only be bookmarked on the device you used to bookmark them. As of the recording of this video, bookmarking fonts is only available on the desktop version of Design Space. I'm guessing they're going to add Android and iOS later. But if you use Design Space desktop on multiple devices, like I have my Windows laptop and an old iMac, even if you have the same fonts installed on all of the devices, the bookmarks will not automatically show up under System fonts. While browsing Cricut fonts, you may notice this large drop-down labeled as language. This help.cricut.com article seems to be from December of 2019. It points out that many Cricut fonts are missing the characters needed to use them in other languages. It recommends about 200 fonts to try if you're planning to use the text function with French, German, Spanish, Italian, Dutch, and Portuguese. In 2022, they've made some progress. This dropdown allows you to filter Cricut fonts based on the language you want to use. This saves you the time and effort of referring to this font language support page. Not all of these languages have fonts that show results, and I don't know if there are more than the 200 or so fonts that were available in 2019 for the other languages. But whatever language you use in Design Space, when you type in text, it defaults to the Cricut Sans font. Except now for Japanese, which will default to the Noto Sans Japanese, and Korean, which will default to Noto Sans Korean. This update also includes these listed bug fixes. If you want to see more videos to help you learn to make with your Cricut, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. It's free for you and helps me as a creator. And thanks for watching Hank's Maker Mentor. Until next time, bye.